everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video that I think is going to be really fun, but I'm also like kind of dreading doing it because I have a feeling I'm not really gonna like how this turns out. Today we're going to be doing a video where I recreate Instagram makeup looks. Now here's the thing. I am obsessed with watching Instagram like looks. I love watching people do their makeup on Instagram. It's so satisfying to watch, but I just do my makeup very differently from how I see it usually done on Instagram. So I chose two people. One is for the face and one is for the eyes, who do their makeup very different from me, but I also just want to try it out and see how it goes, especially the eyes. I'm really excited to try the eyes out because I think it might actually work out for me, but the face, I'm almost positive it's gonna be a no for me. I'm actually gonna do my brows and I'm just gonna do them really fast. I didn't find someone to follow their brow tutorial, but I'm gonna do more Instagram-y brows, which definitely isn't my thing, so we'll see how that goes. I could have chose to do like the soap brow look, which I actually really like. I decided for some reason to do these Sharpie freaking eyebrows. Oh god, I hate it so much. Oh, Lord in heaven. So I'm gonna prime my lids because her lids are primed. Oh, wow, I look so freaking good. So the person's look that I'm going to be recreating is Jessica Rose _makeup. I love watching her videos. They are so satisfying to watch. Like, it is the best. If you want to like binge some good makeup videos on on Instagram, definitely check her out. I'm gonna play the video for you now and then we're going to recreate it.
Put your sweats on for me. Yeah. Cause I got the plug, I made the call for green. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
So what I think is so cool about her makeup technique is she does this thing where she just like kind of draws the shape on, as you saw, and then she sort of layers the color up and then she blends it, which I think is really cool. And she's using really tiny brushes most of the time. So yeah, I just wanted to try it out and see how it works. I'm pretty sure she doesn't set her base, which I do, but she definitely doesn't. Another thing is I don't have as much lid space as her, so this might look a little crazy. But she also really blows out the makeup look, especially on the under eye, and I definitely don't do that. Just because my eyes are so small and I don't have that much room between my eye and my eyebrow. I don't really have much space to blow things out as much as she does. So we're gonna see how that looks on me with small hooded eyes. I'm going into my Jaclyn Hill palette. I love this palette. As you can see, this is the original one. I've had this for years. I'm gonna start with this shade and I'm just gonna stamp it on the way she did using this smaller concentrated brush and this angled brush here. And we're gonna see what happens. So she's literally just placing it. She doesn't like blend at all yet. So I'm gonna take this angled brush with that same color. This part's scary. And she just takes it and meets it right there. Hers looks a lot more precise because I think she has a smaller angled brush. I'm sorry, the dog is chewing a water bottle in the background, so if you hear that, I'm very sorry. Wow, this is looking... I do not do my makeup like this. It's like so cool to try something new. I'm gonna put my Vaseline. Oh, wow. I'm gonna put this Vaseline on my lips because They are very dry and I cannot stand that feeling. Next, she goes in with a super pointed brush, and she goes in with like a lighter, warmer color to sort of gently just place the color around, and then she uses a brush to blend, which I think is kind of cool. She's slightly blending with the lighter color, but she's mostly just stamping again. So I think I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's kind of orange, but it's not as orange as that one, and it still has a little bit of that mid-tone brown kind of shade to it. Oh, goodness gracious. So I've placed that color. Now, please let me blend. So I'm just going in with this fluffy brush. It's clean, and I'm gonna see what happens. Wait, I don't know if I should use something that big. That's kind of scaring me, right? Maybe I'll start out with a smaller blending brush and just kind of do circular motions, and then I'll use the other one to buff. See, this is why I like to set the eyes, because these shadows are now just kind of stuck where I place them, which is good for shimmer, but with mattes I prefer them to be a lot softer. So it is kind of harder to blend this. It's literally kind of just stuck in place now. I think I'm gonna grab a little bit of that orangey shade that I used on the tip of this brush, just to add a little bit more. All right, so next she carves out her lid. I'm gonna use the same e.l.f. Camo Concealer in this really flat brush. Okay, so there is my cut crease. I don't think I did half bad. I'm actually proud of myself. Look at me. So now she goes in with a beautiful royal blue. So what I'm gonna use for the royal blue, I don't know if she used a pigment, but I'm going to. It's the Kathleen and ColourPop pigment in Water Bearer, which, fun fact, I'm an Aquarius. But I freaking love this pigment, and any chance that I can use it, I'm gonna use it. See what I'm talking about? The when I go to blend the matte onto the concealer, it kind of just grabs way darker, sort of like feathering it over. I think that looks a little bit better. So the next she adds like a glitter liner to the inner part of the eye. She also does lashes, but I literally don't even own lashes because I cannot wear them. Again, I have no space from here to my brow, so it's like, it literally looks like I look like a freaking peacock or something. And then even like when I put wispies on, my natural lashes are like thicker and longer than like wispies, so then it's just kind of pointless. Okay, so this is the top of the eye complete. I think it actually looks pretty good. It definitely looks like messier than hers. Hers are like so clean, and that's why I love watching it. But anyway, I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and then I'm gonna be back and we can do the face. Okay, so the other eye is done, and we're gonna do the lower lash line after we do the face. So for the face, I've decided to do Huda from Huda Beauty, and she uses their Nymph body highlighter all over her face, and then she covers it with her super full coverage foundation, which I love her foundation, but I use half a pump for my whole face. And that's why I love it, because it's so full coverage that you can use such a small amount that you can't really see it on the skin. But she puts so much highlighter on her face that she has to use quite a lot to cover it. So that's what I'm kind of concerned about. But anyway, I'm going to show you the video right here, and then we're going to recreate it.
In a man crown, stiff breast, belly flat, body well round. No broke pocket, boy can't try tie down. Excuse me, I'm straight in my crown.
Hey, talk to me nice. Buy anything when me want, and I look on the price. Yes, I'm gonna live my life. Better talk to me nice, nice, nice. I know my own real good, so I'm do.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start. I don't have her highlighters, but I'm just gonna use some Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I believe this is Opal. We're just gonna put it all over my face. This reminds me of like forever ago when it was like the full face of highlighter challenge. That was great. Fingers, because I don't want to get any brush. Oh, wow. I don't want to get any brushes dirty. I don't think this is as shimmery as her body highlighter or like as like crazy, but it will have to work. It still is a lot. Oh my gosh, in person this is so crazy. It's definitely not my shade either. Ay, ay, ay. Going in with the Huda Beauty foundation in the shade Panna Cotta. I love this shade because it's super yellow, but it's still fair. Oh crap, she pumped it straight onto her face. So I'm just gonna apply this here. She literally just went like that. And I also don't like applying too much foundation like up here because that's where I put concealer. I only apply foundation really like down here, but that's not what she did. So that's not what I'm gonna do. I actually do have her foundation brush, which I really like. And we're just gonna buff this out. Oh my gosh, this is about to be so much foundation. I cannot. My skin does not handle foundation very well because I have a lot of texture and dryness, so it just looks so cakey. So but I bet you she just has better skin than me or something, or her skin just handles a lot of foundation better than mine does, because there's no way I would ever wear this much foundation. Not because I think it's like, oh, it's too much makeup. I don't care how much makeup you wear. Just like as long as it's still flattering for me. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so stressful. That is so much makeup. Oh my gosh. So let me just show you a close-up here of my skin. I don't know if you can tell, but this is so dry right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna use my favorite concealer, and maybe that'll help with this situation. At least she uses her concealer, but I don't have it. I don't like using this much concealer either. And she puts it like right up to the lower lash, so it's like kind of hard to blend it out for me when I do it that way. Because it's like there's nowhere for this product to go. It kind of just sits there and pools up. You know what? This kind of looks good on camera though. I'm not gonna lie. But in person... Okay, so close up. Okay, yeah, when I get close you can see for sure how textured everything is looking. Especially like in my nose and my under eye area, and then like in between my brows. Just not for my skin type, you know. Probably looks good on her. I'm not saying she's like bad at makeup obviously, but just not on me. And now she bakes, which another thing I cannot do is bake, but we're gonna do it because who decided to do it, so we're doing it. She obviously uses her powder, but I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair. I actually used to bake every day, but I had oily skin before, so I probably still wouldn't bake though if I had oily skin today, just because I just really don't like powder at all. Oh, oh, I hate it. Like I just feel my under eyes going, you know? So while this... So now, going in with cream, she did like little circles, like that. Wow, my under eyes feel so freaking dry. Oh, I haven't baked in so long, I forgot what that felt like. It literally feels like I have chalk just sitting on my under eyes right now. Okay, so I'm gonna do the under eyes while this is sitting here. And then she does lower lash mascara. I never do lower lash mascara because they're super long, so it just looks really spidery for me. See, look, I look like Who is it from that one from Nightmare Before Christmas? I look like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. It's with lower lash mascara. I mean, look how much it opens my eye up. I'll take closed eyes over Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. So this is why I hate baking. Look, this line where that powder is, there's no makeup picking up there, but it picks up down here. Okay, so for her highlighter, it's actually kind of weird. She goes into the pan cream that she has, but I don't have a like potted cream highlighter, so I'm just gonna put my Anastasia highlighter in the shade Perla on the back of my hand. That is a lot. I should not have put that much. And she goes in with the butt of the sponge and just applies it. Usually I'm just really precise with my highlighter, so I will use a small brush, or I would use the tip, or I would just use my hands, but she's using the butt of the sponge. I think it's gonna look kind of messy on me just because like I don't have much space here. I have a smaller face, so I usually use smaller brushes and tools, but there's not much control here. Plus it's on top of straight up like a lot of powder, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see. I mean, it doesn't look that bad on camera, but in person it just looks really, really messy. Oh my gosh, it's like the whitest highlight I've ever seen in my life. Can't be very precise with this, so it kind of just goes wherever it wants to. Then I'm gonna spray my face with the Skindinavia setting spray. Hi, there you go. Oh no, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, that's a blib, that's a blib. If you guys have never watched a vlog, that's Blib or Blob, or his real name is Jack, but we just call him Blib and Blob. If you hear them like crying, it's because they play, but they make the most dramatic noises. Okay, guys, this is the finished look. I'm gonna come in close so you can see, but first let me inspect. So the eye makeup, I actually don't mind the blown out lower lash line once I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Oh goodness. I definitely would get rid of the mascara on the lower lash line. The eye look I really liked. I probably would continue doing it the way that I do it just because it's what I'm used to, but it was really cool trying out this technique, and I think it was actually really easy to follow, so that's really cool. The face. Actually the highlighter on this side I think looks pretty good. Yeah, you can definitely tell better how crazy this looks right now. And the under eye is definitely a no-go for me, as you can tell. Under eye looks absolutely crazy on my skin. I know a lot of people love it. On camera it looks decent, but once you get close or once you actually look at it in person, I can't even imagine how bad this would look like in natural light. And then the highlighter under the makeup, couldn't really see through the foundation in my opinion because you had to put so much foundation on to cover how strong it was that you really couldn't see it coming through the way that a more subtle one would because you could use less foundation. So if you guys made it to the end, comment down below the camera emoji. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!